Welcome to another fishing how-to. My name's Brian Pollard, aka F1 Pit Pass on YouTube. As you can see, this month's budget has been blown on the Hollywood special effects. Cue dramatic music. Is it blue? Is it green? You decide. Enough of the drama. Let's discuss the day at the lake. Thursday, late August. Lake of choice was Willows, part of the Oaks complex near Thirsk, North Yorkshire. As you know, I always start my day by a little research. The weather forecast was right about the rain, but wrong about the wind. It rained early, so there was no rush to get there. And as I arrived at the lake, it was still raining. So I left the gear in the car and had a walk around the lake. I decided to fish the Northwest Bay alongside the small point on the north bank. It has overhanging trees for stalking, but more of that later. An island right out in front with the possibility to cast almost as far as you want. I was banking on the sun shining to highlight cruising carp, especially grass carp. Throughout the day I met anglers old and new and had a good chat about fishing, shared some techniques, even lent a rod out. A very social day. I knew the nights were drawing in, so dawn till dusk wasn't on the cards due to my latish arrival, and the weather would be such that when the gates closed at 8:30, I would be ready to finish anyway. So let's have a look at the lake. The majority of my fishing is surface fishing or just under the surface using a zig. Again, I'll point people to my other videos where I describe my particular adjustable zig rig, which enables you to fish on the surface or at any depth between the surface and the lake bed. The side, I chose not to fish the point today, but to fish the Northwest Bay, which is just to the right of the North Point. This bay very deep. There's margins to the left of my peg, which is just up to the point, and to the right all the tree line from me to the northwest corner. An awkward cast, but a challenging one. Between me and the northwest corner there's some very deep spots, but more of that later as I have a new gadget. My setup under a brolly most of the day was two 10-foot rods. In this instance I started off both zigged, because the gusting wind meant that any surface bait wouldn't stay in the area I chose for long. So the zig anchors it to the lake bed and it stays in the vicinity on the surface, which is great to watch as the carp show interest, and hopefully you see the take. And it's a relatively easy setup. When you're fishing from underneath a brolly, you can cast two rods as far as you want, as long as you choose spots within your casting arm range from under a brolly. As the gusts and rain abated, the brolly was up and down, then I could pick out and choose more spots in front of me. But the rain kept coming, the gusts kept gusting, so it was in and out under the brolly most of the day, and I always knew it was going to be a different day to the weather forecast. No cruising carp to target, or none in any numbers. There was occasional shapes, and other anglers around the lake had spotted carp, but as we all know, seeing them is one thing, getting them to feed is another, and catching them is, well, that's the challenge. So I was prepared to sit it out, have a minimum of carp, but a good day from a social aspect. So anybody passing that stopped and asked about setup and how to, I was more than happy to share my knowledge and spread the word about adjustable zigs and surface fishing. The carp did turn up. This was a nice one. The second, and a lovely hard fighting F1. 3 carp throughout the day, not a lot, better than a blank. I did get up and walk about occasionally to stalk along the tree edge of the northwest bank. I found carp. They took the bait readily. I tried various baits, which I know will surprise you, but even I vary occasionally. There was one carp, if I was to say it took mixes like a basking shark, you'll get the picture. I didn't catch it. I reverted back to tiger bread, had a take, lost it within the first split second, moved, stalked another one. A fellow angler stopped by and watched as the carp took and bolted. So being mugged is all part of the game. You can't let it bother you too much. It's unfinished business, and it definitely means that you picked the right spot for carp. Trust your instincts that they will be there again, and if you modify your approach, you may well catch that carp that mugged you. So it's not over, it's just over for that day. So all in all, a productive day, 3 hard-won carp, some lovely chats with fellow carp anglers, some new to the lake, some not so new. Hope you enjoyed this video, and join me again soon when I review my latest gadget, a Lowrance Fish Hunter 3D. Bye for now.